Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Coralie and today I'm going to be talking to you all about my favorite things about living here in Germany. So I am Australian and I am currently living in Germany on a 1-year working holiday visa, and I want to talk about all the things that I love about this country in comparison to Australia. So the first thing that I absolutely love about Germany is the weather, and let me explain. Australia is very hot and a German winter is such a whole new wonderful experience. I am a sucker for the snow. I absolutely love it and I don't think I could ever get sick of the snow. Now I'm sure I would think about the snow differently if I grew up in a place where it snowed, but coming from Australia where it's very hot, and the last time it snowed where I'm from was when I was like 2 months old, so it hasn't snowed in almost 30 years, which is absolutely insane. And being in a place that snows often is incredible, especially around Christmas time, because obviously in Australia Christmas falls in summer, which is amazing. You get to go swimming, you have cold meats and fruits and beach days. It's wonderful, but experiencing a true cold Christmas has also been amazing. I love the weather here. I love how many thunderstorms you have during the summer. I love everything about it. So the next thing I absolutely love about living here in Germany is the efficient train system. You guys have a train to everywhere and I absolutely love it. I live in a tiny little country town, like 30-40 minutes out of Hamburg, and there is a train here. Which is amazing, and that's obviously not a big deal to many Europeans, but growing up in Australia, I reckon I've ridden a train I don't think I've ridden a train at all in Australia. I've ridden a tram throughout the city, but I don't think I've ever been on a train, whereas one of the main modes of public transport here in Germany is a train, and I love it. And in saying that, the fact that you can hop on a train and be in a different country in a couple of hours is absolutely maddening, and it's wonderful. Your train systems are fantastic. Kind of going along with travel and trains and all that, I also love the bike culture over here. There are fantastic bike paths and everyone owns a bike, everyone is biking, and I just absolutely love that. Such a quick, convenient and easy way to get around, and the fact that it's so simple with all the specific bike paths is just wonderful. I love the bike culture. Another thing Germany is living in the future with is recycling. Honestly, Germans are the champions of recycling. We have like 4 different bins in this house. One's for food waste, one's for plastic, one's for cardboard, one's for I don't even know. The recycling here is amazing, and on top of the normal everyday recycling of your goods is the bottle recycling. I have a bottle next to my bed here. This is just filled with water, but when I take this back to the shops and I put it through the little bottle scanner, this is worth 25 cents. That's a lot of money. If you save up all your bottles, you're going to be making a lot of money back. Let's say you get 25 cents off your shop, times that by the 10 bottles you have in your house. No one's leaving these bad boys behind. Everyone is saving their bottles and then recycling them, getting that money back. It's an excellent system, and honestly, I thought Australia was good with their bottle recycling, but it is nothing in comparison to the German bottle recycling that you guys have going on here. Now, living in Germany, it can't go without saying that just the nature and the towns and just the scenery in general is beautiful. It is obviously very different to Australia. There is a lot more history in the buildings. You have castles. That's amazing. I just love going for a walk around the towns and looking at all the different houses. I love the pointed roofs. I think they are so fun. Obviously they're very practical in a cold place like this because all the snow can just fall off the roof, but the towns here are beautiful. You can't come to Germany in the winter and not go to a Christmas market. Obviously, they are a huge part of German culture and European culture in general, I want to say, but they are wonderful. And the fact that it is almost October means that Christmas market season will be starting up again fairly soon, which is absolutely insane. But I was here last Christmas and I went to one of the main Christmas markets in Hamburg and it was incredible. We had Glühwein, we had amazing cheesy pasta, we had some sweet sugar covered nuts, I think they are. They're very popular, and it was just an amazing vibe. It was snowing, it was beautiful, we were spending time with family, and it really got you in the Christmas spirit, which is just a complete opposite feeling to how it is in Australia, because it's not cold. And whenever you think of Christmas and you think of the entertainment and culture that surrounds Christmas, you think of cold. So actually experiencing that and going to a Christmas market is wonderful. I'm very excited for Christmas market season again this year. Hopefully it snows. Germany, Germany, Germany. You guys are bakery and bread heaven. There is a bakery on every corner. There is a bakery in every supermarket. It is amazing. You guys know what you're doing with your bread and your bakeries and your Franzbrotens and all that good stuff. I'm gonna eat so much bread while I'm over here. When being in Germany, I feel like I have to mention the Autobahn. The Autobahn is the length of freeway where there is no speed limit, which is a crazy concept for an Australian. We can't go faster than 110 kilometers an hour, I want to say, on the fastest parts of our freeway, but on the Autobahn you can go like 250 if your car allows it, which is absolutely insane. I think the fastest I have ever been on the Autobahn was about 190, which is such a surreal feeling. Honestly, the first time experiencing that, it was kind of terrifying, but now I love it. Which, to go along with that, I feel like everyone in Germany is a much better and more alert driver, because honestly, you have to be. If you aren't paying attention on the Autobahn going 200 kilometers an hour, you're done for if you make a mistake. So I feel like everyone is a more concentrated driver here in Germany. I also love, I can't remember what it's called, but when you start to have a traffic jam on the Autobahn or anywhere, the traffic automatically parts. You have one lot of traffic go this way, two lanes of traffic go this way, which opens up one perfectly clear row of traffic, which is just for emergency services. And I think that is absolutely brilliant, because the amount of traffic jams we come across here in Germany is insane, and I can't even imagine if you were someone having a medical episode and the ambulance couldn't get to you because there is a 5-kilometer backup of traffic on the Autobahn. But this perfectly solves it. The moment you start to see brake lights on the Autobahn, the traffic starts to part, and I just think it is wonderful. It is such an incredible system. This part here that I love about Germany is just a quick little mention of the food. I love a pretzel. There is I think it's 39 cents, a 39-cent freshly baked pretzel that I get from Aldi, and whenever I don't have anything else for lunch, I get an Aldi pretzel, and it's so good, dude. 39 cents for a pretzel, and it tastes that good. I could eat one of those every single day. I also love Currywurst. Obviously, that is amazing. Bratwurst is fantastic. Käsespätzle, that is like the German mac and cheese. It's brilliant. Your food is fantastic. I'm a bit scared of the raw meat spreads and stuff. I don't think I could ever see myself eating that, but 90% of the German food is fantastic. So while I have been here in Germany, I am working a part-time job. I work 3 days a week, and while this doesn't really apply to me because I haven't been sick, I probably won't really be sick, I do love the sick leave here in Germany. In Australia, you basically get 10 days per year, and that means, you know, if you're sick, you get paid a sick day. But if you're very sick and you've already used up all your sick days, that's too bad. You're not going to get paid for that. Whereas here in Germany, I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that you guys have up to like 6 weeks of sick leave, and pretty much if you have a doctor's certificate, you're good to go. When I was back home in Australia, I remember I'd be voice messaging my boyfriend and he'd wake up and he wasn't feeling too well, and all he'd have to do was pop down to his local doctors, get a certificate, and then he's got 3 to 5 days off of work just like that they're going to respect, and they're still going to pay him his usual wage because he has a doctor's certificate. They just do sick leave very well and very respectfully over here. I mean, obviously you could take advantage of it, but when you're really sick, it is fantastic. Something else I love that I experienced already over here and I can't wait to experience again is New Year's Eve, because y'all and your fireworks are absolutely insane. Like I said, I live in a very small country town, and walking the streets on New Year's Eve, and it felt like I was in a war zone. Everywhere you looked, there was fireworks, and this is a small country town. I can't even imagine what a big city in Germany would be like. It was insane. Everywhere you looked was fireworks. It was beautiful, and I can't wait to experience that again. This year we're gonna light off our own fireworks because that's just another fun experience that I feel like I have to do while I'm over here. But you guys know how to bring in the new year. So this is something that actually really surprised me when I first landed in Germany, and I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's European wide, and that is customs at the airport. So I got off the plane, I went through passport control, I got my bag, and then I just walked out the door. I was so shocked. I was like, okay, I have missed a spot in the airport. Am I going to get in trouble? Like, how did I manage to walk out the door? Because in Australia, once you've gone through passport control and got your bag, you then have to go through customs where you declare anything in your bag and they can go through your bag and check stuff, but you don't have that in Germany. And it was just such a surreal experience, but also incredible because that's a whole less step when it comes to getting off an airplane and entering a country, and that is fantastic. But yeah, the first time I landed in Germany and just got my bag and walked out the door. Actually, I didn't get my bag because my bag was lost and I got it like 3 weeks later. But the fact that you can just get your bag and walk out the door, what? I love it. So the last thing I want to talk about is the affordability of visas over here. So I am on a 1-year working holiday visa, and it cost me 100 something euros. If me and my partner were to get a partnership visa, it would cost me 100 something euros. To put that into perspective, if my partner was to come over to Australia and get a partnership visa over there, it's going to cost us around $8,000, which is a little bit more expensive than 100, couple hundred euros. The affordability of the visas over here is amazing, and I also love the fact that as an Australian, I can come into Germany every 120 days and stay for 90 days without even needing a visa, which is an absolute game changer because obviously I'm Australian, my family is Australian, my boyfriend's German, his family is German. If we're living in Australia, we can come to Germany for up to 90 days to visit his family, and I won't need a visa, which is absolutely amazing. Whereas the opposite doesn't work. My boyfriend can't come to Australia for 90 days without a visa. He needs a visa to enter the country. So I love that agreement, and I love the affordability of your visas. They are some of the things I am absolutely loving about living in Germany as an Australian, and I just want to say I am incredibly lucky to be here. It's such a wonderful beautiful experience. My ancestors were actually German. My dad's side, his mum, that side of the family was German. Their last name were Schillings, I believe. But yeah, I have been here for coming up for 5 months, and then obviously I have a 12-month visa. So if all goes to plan, I will be heading back to Australia late April, early May, and I'm gonna soak up everything Germany has to offer until then. See what other things I absolutely love about this country. Let me know in the comments below if you have ever been to Germany, if you're from Germany, or if you want to visit Germany, and let me know some things that you love about this country. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys.